Hello, it's me, and I've had some requests to do a tutorial on this puzzle over here. This is the Elite Skewb. Now, this is not the mass-produced version. This is the original. This is the one made by Mohammed Badir, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, also known as Greenart 4, who designed this brilliant puzzle for me. I'd actually asked if I could get one of these in my hands, and he said, sure. So this is the Elite Skewb. And I just want to talk a little bit first about the nomenclature. It's called the Elite Skewb because, well, here's the Skewb, which you all know well. It's a corner turner that has a corner at the center and drags centers and corners with it from other levels. And then they called this guy the Master Skewb. The difference, of course, is it's got an extra layer over here. And then we just kind of moved up from there to the Elite, and then of course we have the Royal Skewb, also made by Mohammed Badir by Greenart 4. But my contention is this, what we call the Master Skewb probably should just be called a Skewb, but I get it, this didn't come out first, this guy came out first. But when you think about it, when you take a master puzzle, you usually reduce it to the original puzzle, to the base puzzle. Kind of like if you have a 3x3 and you have a 4x4, you reduce the 4x4 to a 3x3, unless it's a different kind of a puzzle. The puzzle that's less than this, or scaled down, will be a 2x2. The main difference is that a 2x2 doesn't have all the pieces. So you can't say that you reduce a 3x3 to a 2x2. That'd be like saying that this is a Rubik's Cube and this is a Master Cube. Well, the main difference is that this doesn't have all the pieces. This just has corners. This is the first base puzzle that has all the basic pieces: corners, edges, and centers. This doesn't have all of that. So too, this is really the first Skewb, the lowest level Skewb that has all the pieces. This one just has corners and centers. Well, this is corners, centers, but it also has these edges and these central areas over here too, which are part of the base puzzle. So if we're going to call this a Rubik's Cube and this just a 2x2, well, we should probably just call this a Skewb and this, I don't know, like a pocket Skewb, the way that we used to call this a pocket cube or a mini cube, something like that. Because in that way, this is really the base Skewb that has all of your parts. This is just missing some parts. So this guy over here, since we can say this is a 2-layer puzzle, see, 1, 2 layers, just like this. This is a 2-layer puzzle. Your Master Skewb is really a 3-layer puzzle. 1, 2, 3. So you got 3 layers, just like you have 3 layers over here. Which means that what we're calling the Elite Skewb really should just be the Master Skewb, which is 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way that you solve a 4x4 is you reduce it to a 3x3. So too, this has all of the components that you're going to see in a Skewb. It just has more layers to it, more layers to the base structure here. And the way that we would solve this is we simply take the, quote, what should be a Master Skewb and reduce it to the Skewb. Whereas this, you don't have all the pieces that's there. So that's kind of my high horse, I guess, that really, just like you'd call this the pocket cube or the mini cube or the 2x2, this is your base Rubik's Cube. This is your Master Cube. And then you've got your Professor Cube over here. I guess you can call it your Elite or whatnot, but anyway, so, or just a 5x5. So too, this should be like a pocket Skewb or mini Skewb. This should be your Skewb. This should be, actually get these lined up. This should be the Master Skewb, and this should be the Professor Skewb, or the Elite Skewb if you want to call it that. So that said, that's the last that I will speak on that, but really the solve of this is exactly the way that you would solve a 4x4. You reduce it to the base puzzle. So there you have it. And that you can solve for the corners as you would do a 2x2, but you have to solve for the edges and bear in mind the orientation of the centers. Same thing with this. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and tackle this guy over here. So that's really what this is this is going to be simply a reduction to the Master Skewb, or what I would call just the Skewb, and then solving it with the same algorithms. The reduction process is really not that hard, but there is one sticky point. and that sticky point has to do with when you're down to the last two. But I'm going to go ahead and let you know what the algorithm is, because most of this is really just a matter of positioning and strategy. But in order to get through a sticky point where you have to move individual components, like these little these little centerpieces here, is an algorithm could be helpful. So when designing an algorithm for this puzzle, what I do is I first do a set of moves, and then I see if there's a layer that's isolated, so that I can isolate a piece and do a 3 cycle on that particular piece. And there's really quite a limitation on the amount of moves that you can do with this. You've got various variations of down, down, up, or down, down, up, up. So what I would do when I have a complex puzzle like this is I would mix and match my down, down, up, ups with grabbing different layers. So let's say I do an up, up, but so I'm going to do what I would call, I guess, a bottom Skewb up, bottom right up, and then I'll do a top up, but this top up is not going to be the terminal end like this. I'm going to grab it in the middle like this, because in that way I can kind of engage these pieces over here. And let's see what we can turn around. This is something you can come up with all by yourself. So this is how I come up with algorithms. So let's take a move, let's do a commutator. So a commutator is we do a move and then reverse it. And so we'll do a repeat here. So we're going to go down, up, and then we're going to do a upper Skewb up over here. So up, and then grabbing it with these 2 layers, up, and then we're going to go down and grab the middle slice here, down. Okay, now to reverse it, I just start off with an up over here with these 2. But let's take a look and see if I've isolated any pieces in any layers. I'm looking along here, and I'm only caring about these center pieces over here. So let's follow this. Everything is the same. Everything is the same. And I'm looking here. This piece is different. So this piece is not the same. These are all exactly the same. None of these are moved by my algorithm, but this one was. So this one is isolated, and it's in this layer. I don't care about this piece over here that I'm going to reduce differently, but this one is isolated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a middle move, which moves this, because I know when I undo the move, all of the rest is going to be exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is in this, where is it? This top slice over here, is I'm just going to move this up, like so. Boom. So move that up. Now we'll undo our algorithm and we'll go up. Up with a slice here. And down. Down. And then we'll take this middle move and undo that and bring that down. Okay. So I'm not worried about these guys. But let's see what we did with our centerpieces here. Okay, we can see that this green one went to here, this orange one went to here, and this yellow one went to here. So we've designed a simple 3 cycle whereby we can move these pieces around should we need to. This will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. Then once I design an algorithm like that, I like to practice with it by doing it a few more times to bring it back. So we're going to go up, up, down, down, move this up, and then do up, up, middle down, and down, and then bring this down. Okay, so now you can see these are 3 cycled. So this next one, we'll take this green, move it to here, this orange, move it to here, this yellow, and move it to here. So one more time, up at the end, up from the middle, down, down, this goes up, and then we have up from the middle, up, down, down, and this moves back. Okay, so we've got ourselves a good 3 cycle. So worst comes to worst, we can move these little pieces all around the puzzle. So that's good. Now, I'll also point out, this puzzle I put through a lot of punishment. So it's still holding up really, really well. Stickers are kind of coming off a little bit, but I also like the way that Mohammed designed this because it's flat. It's not rounded or anything like that. So it's a really good looking playable puzzle. We're also going to do a process of reduction using very similar algorithms that we use for the master Skewb. So I would suggest you know how to solve this by doing this one. So let's go right into the process of scrambling it, but actually as I do that I'm going to show some algorithms that I use. To move these guys around, there's that algorithm that I use where I move this slice down, then I go down, down, up, then I move it back up, and I do down, up, up. Okay, what that did is it took this green and orange, moved it to here, this green and red, moved it to here, this red and yellow, moved it to here. So this moves here, this moves here, and this moves here. Now what I can also, now move these guys around too, but we don't worry about that. But I can actually move different components here as well. So let's say I wanted to reduce these guys, I can move just this slice up and go down, down, up, and move just this slice back, and go down, up, up. And what that did is it separated these out, where this red and orange one went to here, this green and, or rather, this red and yellow one went to here, this green and orange one went to here, and this red and green one went to here. So that's how you can separate those out. Now to move these guys around, looks like I already scrambled some of that, but that's okay. To move these guys around, this will move here, this will move here, and this will move here by doing a variation where we take this center slice and move it up. And now we're doing a down, down, up, up with a corner facing us here, and go down, down, up. Then move this center slice down and go down, up, up. That took this, moved it to here, this went to here, and this went to here. Now I can even do the individual components with this. So let's say I just did this one slice here. I move this down, well actually, this moves up, then holding it here, down, down, up, then move it down and go reverse it down, up, up. And you'll see this red one went here, this orange one went here, and this green one went here. So bear that in mind as we're going through the process of reducing, and that's all you need to know. Understand when I move these guys, my down, down, up, up was with this center in front of me. When I was moving these guys, it's with this corner in front of me, and it's always down, down, up, up. So that's really all you need to know to solve this. And I welcome you to stop the video now and try it yourself to those who have this puzzle. Or don't do that. Watch me do it and see if you can do it yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and scramble this. Now understand that the color scheme that I have is going to be different than the color scheme that you have, because I think they have some strange and bizarro color scheme, and it's not a black puzzle, and I like black puzzles. It fits much better with my collection. Now I might need to update the stickers on this because like I say, I put this through a lot of punishment. Okay. Now what I like about the 4-layer puzzles is, in my mind, those are the perfect kind of puzzles because it's the genesis of all the different types of reductions that you're going to have, including possibly parity. Now with this puzzle, I don't anticipate there to be parity with this. Oh, the sticker's peeling. I should probably do something about that. Okay. So I think that's a pretty good scramble. Things are separated out pretty well. Let me see if I can separate these centers out a little bit more. goes here. Okay. Try to make it look as inhomogeneous as possible. Turn and turn. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, not bad. So there it is. A nice, scary, scrambled Elite Skewb, which I think really should just be a Master Skewb, because let's face it, it is a 4-layer puzzle. It is a Master puzzle, not an Elite puzzle, as of yet. Okay, so the first steps in terms of the solve is, just like with any Master puzzle, is go ahead and do a reduction. We're going to start reducing it. And we're going to start reducing these centers here. It looks like I can do a little bit better job of a scramble here. Didn't do enough slice moves as I was scrambling it. Okay, and the way that this is going to work is we're going to, and I've done this with similar types of puzzles like this, like the octahedrons and the tetrahedrons, but we're going to go ahead and put these two in and then these two in somewhere else and then assemble them. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities where some are already here. For instance, this green and white, you already have this over here. So we're going to find the other green and white and put a white with it. Now, this can match up with this or this, so it doesn't matter. Here's the other green and white. I'm gonna keep this here with the green. So I want to line this up with a white one, and that's not hard to find. I just have to put a white one in this position over here so it can match into here. And that, I think, can come from this guy. Right here? Yeah, right here. Okay, so I'm going to move this in so you can see this white is matched with this green and white. So now all I have to do to reduce my first center is I just have to line this up correctly so that this is in line with this and go splat. And there you have it. First center is reduced. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. So this is green and orange. Orange is already lined up. So let's find another green and orange right over here. If this is lined up with the orange, I have to line this one up with the other color, which is green. Don't put another orange in, it's not going to be able to reduce. So let's put the green one in. So I have to find a green one over here. And there's so many to choose from. We'll use this. And I've got to make sure I'm not destroying my previous center. I lost it. Where did it go? Right over here. Okay, didn't lose it. This pops into here. Okay, so now that I have that, I can move this out of the way. Put this where it needs to be to line up. Turn and turn. Where'd you go? So yeah, this line up with here. Now where's my white? It's right over here. So let's move that out of the way. We don't want that to be destroyed. And bang. Okay, so we have this in. So I've got this center reduced. Well, it's not really center, but this edge reduced rather, and this edge reduced. At this point, I don't want to have to keep track of what's going on here. So I'm going to start using the commutator to move the rest in. Okay, okay, moving on. So we've got red and white. Here's the other red and white over here. White's already spoken for. Let's move a red one into here. So we'll find a red right over here. This looks like it'll do. And it shouldn't be hard to find the position that it should be in. This is already used, so we don't want to use that. We'll use this. So we move this down. Then we do down, down, up, move it back, and then down, up, up. Having done that, because I don't want to move it in from here, I'll move it in from here. Well, on the right side. Doesn't matter which side really. But just kind of get used to the setup here. Now, I've not tried the mass-produced version, but this puzzle has never popped on me, ever. Okay, so this is going to come in through here. I got to move this one out of the way. So we're going to go up to reduce it, then down, down, up, and then back. See, brought this back in, and then you don't really need to, but I'll do it anyway. Down, up, up, which brings us back here just to show what we've done. Okay, here's a red and orange, red and yellow rather, with the yellow lined up. Find the other red and yellow. Right over here. So this is yellow lined up. This also does, but we need to get the red one in. So let's find red. It's got to be over here. So this one will move out here. So move it in, and we have down, down, up. Move it back, and then down, up, up. Maybe I'll get the mass-produced version just to compare it. See how well the movement is. This one is actually very good. Red and yellow, right here, red and yellow. So we're going to move this in. Now, I'm going to move it in from this layer now. Usually I moved it in from this layer, but it doesn't really matter. I can move it in from this layer. And just to show that we are in no danger of destroying other edges, I'm going to keep this one here. This one I've got to move out of the way. Same thing with this, because they're already moved in. Oh, so is this. So it looks like I've got more done than I thought. So we'll move this one in. Okay, so we'll move it from this layer up, then we'll go down, down, up. Then I have to remember the center slice, and then move it back. See, we've got this back, and then we do down, up, and up. This is 3D printed, so there's a lot of powder in this guy, a lot of powder. Okay, here's a blue and orange, yellow rather, blue and yellow. It's already been pre-assembled here for me. That was very nice of Fate to do that. Put this in line. This one is already done, but this one isn't. So I'll move this guy in, like so. So we move him in right here, down, down, up, and it was the terminal slice here that we used. So we move this back up, which brings this back in, and down, up, up. And what I like about the master version of puzzles is the fact that it doesn't take too long and become too cumbersome before you get everything reduced. But anyway, here's a green and red, and here's a green and red. Thought I did that. Maybe I accidentally took it out. I don't know. But even if I did, very easy to put back in. Okay, so this will come into here. This is not spoken for yet, so move it in, and then down, down, up, and then move it back. Okay, I'm not going to do the other down, down, up in the interest of time. I think you get the picture. Here's a green and yellow. Find another green and yellow to move in. Right over here. This is matched with the yellow, so I want to match this with a green. So I'm going to move it in from here as it wraps all the way around here. So let's find a green in which position? Yeah, a green in this position. An unused green. Right over here. Perfect. Move it into that position. This one is spoken for. Now this one you see is all solved except this. I'm going to keep that there because I'm going to use that towards the end. Okay, so I need to move something that isn't already in, and I think they're all pretty much in. So I may be down to the last few here. Huh, okay. I guess I'm going to have to use this. Yeah, so I'm really down to the last 3. Okay, I will use it. So we'll move this in and then do down, down, up, and then move it. Oop, gotta get the right one here. Back. It was this slice that I used, and then down, up, up. So now I gotta find my other green and yellow, since that was the one I was working on, and I think that was down here somewhere. Yep. Okay. Move this to here, so it's going to move in from this direction. Yep, right into here. This is already used. What do we have left? This guy, okay. And this guy. Alright, so we actually have a couple. So I'm going to move this down here. And I have to move that in this position. Okay, this puzzle is actually corner cutting, believe it or not. So now we move it in from this slice. You can see this green and yellow. So holding it like this, it has to be this layer here. So move it in like so. And then we do down, down, up. And then move it back. Whoop, wrong layer. Move it back like this. And do down, up, up. Okay, so let's take stock in what we've got, because we should be down to the last few. What we have is these guys here, these two, and this one over here. So it's down to the last 3. What we're going to try to do is this. To not make it too complicated, my suggestion is let's put all of these in. Don't worry about these guys as of yet. So that's going to be a very quick and easy 3 cycle to do that. So this is the red, this is the orange and yellow. Now it would be great if we had all of these slices, all these layers in, and we just do a 3 cycle with those, but more than likely it's not going to turn out that way. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to move this to here, and this will come to here, and I'm going to put this in over here too. So what's going to happen is I should be able to 3 cycle all of these in, where this will go to here with this guy here, this will line up with here, and this white and orange will come over to here. So we'll move this in like thus, which actually completely reduces this. We go down, down, up. And now this moves back like so, and we don't have to do the down, up, up. Now, everything is in, except for the fact that these guys need to be swapped. So this may be a portion of the solve that some of you guys are stuck on. But understand that these two don't need to be swapped, you just need to 3 cycle it with one of these. So, you know, this to go to here, this to go to here, and this to go to here. But we designed an algorithm to do that. So that's why when it comes down to the last 3, just get these in, and these you can put in as needed. Right now, I got lucky because I only have 2 that I have to do, but no matter how many that no matter how many that you have to do, you can just do the same 3 cycle. And as you recall, the way that this is going to work is if I hold it here, this will go here. So I'm going to want to take this orange and move it to here. And there's no parity at any of these points, so it's just really easy to do and to set up. So this will go to here, this white one will go all the way to here, so I've got to move a white one in there. Why not this guy? Because it's the wrong way. Need another way. Okay, how about this white one? Another one's got to fit. Okay, so this will go to here, this will go to here, and this will go to here, and it should all be fine. So holding it over here, remember we do a terminal up over here to the right. So we do Now instead of going down, down, up, we're going down, down, up, up, or in this case actually up, up, down, down. So it's going to be up at the end, then we do a slice up, then we go to the end here and go down, and then a slice here, the middle slice, down. It's not going to affect any of these. Then we move this layer, this slice, this layer here, up. And then we reverse what we just did by doing a slice over here, up, terminal slice here, up, middle over here, down, down, and this slice here is moved back down. And lo and behold, this is in, this is in, and this is in, and you have all of your edges reduced. Now again, I got lucky, there was only just 2 to go, but I can have any number of these that are out and I can move them all around and coordinate whatever I want. So that's not going to be difficult. Okay, so that's edge reduction. Now I want to do this outer center reduction, and that's actually quite easy. Basically, I'm going to be doing a bunch of 3 cycles. So coordinating them is really easy. Move this over to here. This will go here and be with this guy. This blue will go here and be with this guy. And this orange will go over here and be with this green, but who cares? And the way this works is with this slice here, we go up, and then we do down, down, up, then we stop, and then we slice this down, and we reverse it with a down, up, up. And you'll see that these 2 are in and these 2 are in, and this guy's now ready for action. So we just easily look all around the puzzle for what we need to do. So for instance, if I hold it, I want to move this into here, so I'm going to hold it in this position, because this will go to here and be with this yellow. This orange will go here. Let's move this here. Try to maximize how many you put in. So this blue will go here, this yellow will go here, this orange will go here. So we're going to go up, down, down, up, and down, down, up, up. By the way, you don't have to just do this slice. You can do this slice as well, if that'll serve you better. Okay, so we put 2 and try to put in at least 2 at a time. And it might be a nice fun challenge to put in 3 at a time, because you don't have things organized regarding its position. Okay, so this red can come into here. So this red will go here. This blue, do I have a blue that I can put in? A blue on the top? Yeah, this guy. Boom. Oh, I already had him here. Oh, okay. So this red to here, this blue to here, and this orange, well, to here. So we're going to go up, down, down, up, and down, down, up, up. This is in, and this is in, and we just keep going. So this is the easy part of the solve. Okay, so we're going to try to tie up some loose ends here. Here's a green above and a green below, so if I can move them into synchronous orbits or something. Let's see. This guy will be able to move him to here, and this will move to here. So this white will be over here, this green. Now there's another one here. Am I able to move? No, I don't think he can, this guy can go in this orbit. So I'm going to correlate it with this white one over here. This will work. This white will go here, this white will go here, and this green will go here. So we're going to do up, down, down, up, and then down, down, up, and up. Okay, so what do we have left? I think we just have, well, we've got a couple left. So here's some more greens, and here's a blue and red. We can do this one next, because now this blue will go to here. This red, we got to get a red one in here. So let's borrow a red from anywhere, really. How about this? This I can make the long journey to here. So that way this blue will go here, this red will go here, and this red will go here. So piece of cake. We go up, down, down, up, and down, down, up, up. And we're getting there. Here's a yellow and orange. We've got a lot of reciprocals here. We've got this over here. So where can I put these to line up? I'll find them in areas where they're opposites, like over here. So this yellow will go here. This orange will go here. So let's find an orange. There's these guys. So if I move this, nope, actually it's not going to work so good. Where's an orange? Let's see, I think I'm making this more complicated. Instead, I can just do it twice, because then this will be here. So we're going to go up, down, down, up, and then down, down, up, up, and once more should get everything where I want it to be. Up, down, down, up, and down, down, up, up. Okay, what do we have left? It's looking like we've taken most of the chunks out. And I thought there was one more. There is. There's this whole green and white, and that's automatically lined up. So this green will go here, this green will go here, this white will go here, and it'll be fine. So we've got up, down, down, up, and then down, down, up, up. And regardless of whichever Elite Skewb you have, or what I think really is the Master Skewb, you've got all of these reduced. We have now reduced this to this. We've reduced it from Elite to Master, or again, Master to just Skewb. So the way that we solve this is we now start to do our sequential solve as we would these guys. So the first step is the Skewb solve. And that's probably not the biggest challenge that you have, because if you have this puzzle, you can probably solve a Skewb. But just for the sake of demonstration, we start off by putting in the corners with the centers. Now the interesting thing about this is, although I reduce this to a Skewb, there's no parity involved in this. Which, if you don't like parity, if that annoys you, that could be quite pleasing. Okay, so I've got these two in. I've got this already in. The final green is over here, and I can just move that in. Okay, so I've got the corners in here. Now I want to move the centers in. The way that I do that is I find whatever one is on top, and I move it into here by doing down, down, up, up. What is it, sweetie?
Are the cousins coming?
Yes, both.
I get to see Evie and Jacob?
I can't say for sure. We have to talk to Mom. Yeah, you can ask Mom. But don't call her, she's busy. She's very busy with babies. Lots of babies.
I'm not her baby.
No, you're not. You're my baby. Even when you're 20, you'll still be my baby.
I remember when I was 17. Oh wait, no, no.
Do you remember when you were 17?
No.
That's a memory into the future. You had plenty of years before that.
No, I remember I was thinking of 17 because I remember when I was 3 and someone got me a birthday present, and I was like, I'm gonna love princesses till I'm 17 and beyond.
It's true. You were quite into princesses.
And that was when I had my Jasmine birthday cake.
That's right. Princess Jasmine. I remember. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, once I have this in here, I find the red one, move it up, down, down, up, up. That knocked this orange to here, but we don't care because we're going to move the red one into its place. Down, down, up, up. Red one is here. Now we just take this orange and move it down here. Down, down, up, up. And now we just cycle these around. This is here. Okay. Oh, it's done. I thought I was going to get parity for some reason. Anyway, so all these corners are in. So now that we have that, we've done our pocket Skewb part. Now we just do the rest of the Skewb by putting these in. I like to do it layer by layer. So let's get these guys in. This goes to here, and that algorithm, which we've seen when we were putting the components together, this will move here, this will move here, and this will move here. Now, why don't we try to put another one in at the same time? For instance, where's the green and white? Where are you, green and white? Right over here. So what if I did this? What if I put this over here? And then I did the algorithm twice. That'll move this white one here, and this green will eventually end up here. Yeah. So we're going to go down, down,
Can you make it so the shadow?
down, up, and then move it back, and do down, up, up. And then we do it again. Pull this down, 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 up, and pull it back, and we do down, up, up. Okay, so this is in and this is in. We have to move this back. I'm actually showing you what I think to be the most efficient Master Skewb solve. Okay, so this is in and this is in. Let's finish the green side here. So this green is going to want to make it to here. So how are we going to make it do that? Well, if I hold it in this position, this will eventually make it to here. Where's the other? Or if I, yeah, that's fine. Or, and this green over here, well, this to here, and I'm going to move it twice. So what if I put this in line right over here? That'll work because now this will go here, and then this will go here, so then I can move it back and I can move them both in. So I've got down, 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 up, and up, down, up, and up. Now that I've done that, I'm actually going to move this back. Oh, move it like this rather. Okay, so now this will come to here and be in. This will slide to here and be in. So we've got down, 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 up, and up, down, up, and up. So fairly quickly we got the edges in our first layer done, our cross so to speak. Now I'm going to work on the middle edges, and I'll see what opportunities that we have. These middle edges are going to be borrowed from this top part here. So what do we have? We've got a red and yellow. So I'm going to hold this here. This will come over to here, this will come to here, and this will come to here. So that's pretty good. Where's the other red, by the way? It's red and white. Red and white is over here. Might I be able to somehow use that? And the answer is, I don't think so. Anyway, so we got down, 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 up, up, down, up, and up. Okay, so this is in. Let's go ahead and now put this guy in. This is going to slide over to here. That's easy. We'll just move it from here, and this white and orange will be here. Okay, so we've got down, 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 up, and then back, and down, up, up. So I'm just working on this middle layer. I find it easier to do this, and that leaves just this guy here. And this is going to come from right over here, this guy. So how are we going to move that in? Well, I don't want this guy to be in the way. So if I wanted to move this in, I could slide it from here, and I can move these guys around like so. So I'm going to go, yeah, until this ends up over here. So we've got down, 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 up, and then up, and down, up, up, and again, down, 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 up, up, down, up, and up. Okay, so in that, our second layer, so in that way, this second layer is done, and we just have this top layer over here. Now, pretty much of the time, what you're going to get is one is going to be in and three are going to be out. So we just have to 3-cycle these, which means doing some positioning, and that shouldn't be too difficult to coordinate. So this will slide to here, this to here, which means that I want to move this guy. If I wanted to slide this to here, well, I just have to make sure that they're in a configuration where one is across and the other is down. So that would mean moving like this. Okay, now there's no parity to this puzzle, so if I'm going to move this down to here, then one algorithm should move this to here, and this to here, and that's all it should need. So we've got down, 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 up, and up, down, up, up. And now this slices back. And now they're all in. So I find that to be the most efficient, fastest way of doing the edges. The rest is we put these guys in, and this is no real big problem. Nothing that we haven't seen. This will go to here to be white. This will go with the green. This will go with the blue. So we're going to actually put 3 in. So that's this algorithm is we put both of these up with a corner in front of us, down, down, up. And then this comes down, and down, up, up. So you can see just by that, it's already looking like more is in. Okay, we're down to the last 3. I think 1, 2, 3, yeah. So if we just find a way, they're all in different layers though, so I could be conservative about this. Okay, so this green wants to go here. If I can just get this red in this position here, that would be good. It doesn't really matter though, because if this goes to here, it won't change much because they're equivalent. This red will go over to here, and this green will go over to here, which will put them just across from each other. So that's going to work well, I think, and maybe that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go up, down, down, up, and down, down, up, up. And now we have just these two to deal with, these guys to reckon with. And when that happens, if I move this here, this red will go here, this blue will go here. So it would be nice if I can move a blue one into here, and I can by going not like that. Nope, I can't do it like that. So if I wanted to be very conservative about this, what's the easiest way of doing this? And I think it might be moving these guys together here. So now that they're together over here, it should be easy to remember where to move it back. So now I've got the right color here. So I'm going to move this like so. And I'm going to move this like so. So I got to remember to turn this green back, and the rest should follow suit. So we're going to go up, down, down, up, and then down, and down, up, up. And as long as I remember to move this screen back, I can remember to move, well, let's see, I move this back. So this is, I think, the next one to move. Right to here, and this will move to here, and it's done. So there you have it. What we call the Elite Skewb, which if we were to reset, hit the reset button and rename all the puzzles, probably just call it a Master Skewb, but for the sake and purpose of not being confusing with the nomenclature, the Elite Skewb Solve, a very fun puzzle. I don't know how the mass-produced turns. I'll tell you that the one designed by Greenart 4 is fantastic, as is his Royal Skewb, and if requested enough, I'll show you a solve of that, but it's really the same kind of reduction. You're just doing the Professor version of that. So certainly a fun puzzle, just that one extra little commutator / algorithm to get these guys in. Otherwise, a decent solve, and it takes it to the 4-layer version of a puzzle, which I think is always the funnest number of layers because it gives you that extra bit of reduction and almost no need to go even further with that. So hope this helps, and thanks for watching.